He said, "Can I ask you a crazy question?"
You're Ellie Koerner, the girl I went through leukemia treatment with some 17 years ago. I'm Dawson, Nailor, and we went through treatment together.
He sits down and then we're like catching up and we know all the same people. We know all the same doctors.
So I was diagnosed in June of 2007, 2 weeks before my 5th birthday, and then underwent chemotherapy for 2.5 years, and then was cancer-free in October of 2010.
So I was diagnosed 3 days before Christmas in 2007. I was 4 years old and I was rushed to Children's Hospital and didn't come home for just about a month. Cancer-free for almost 15 years now. We were both kids when this happened to us, so I assume for you, I just felt like this was a normal thing that kids went through, and I didn't know that this was something that only a very small percentage of kids were dealing with.
That was just life for us. We didn't really think of it as anything different. We were pulled out of school for an extended period of time, but we didn't really understand why. That was just kind of how life was for us.
I know my parents did a good job of trying to explain to me that my blood was sick with leukemia. That's basically all you can tell a 4-year-old or 5-year-old. I understood it as, and they did a great job of just telling me that I'm gonna get better, this isn't gonna last forever, and as hard as it was some days, I really held on to that, and I was lucky enough to have a huge support system and family.
Growing up, I did not like to talk about my history as much. I like to keep it secluded in a sense. I was fought so hard to be just a normal kid that reflecting on it, reminded me that it wasn't normal, what we went through. How could you not go into medicine and not have our past, reflect in our futures as physicians? I always remember, my mom wrote me a letter when I graduated high school, and she said, "Remember the doctors that touched your lives." And I always remember the ones that were, my friends. I always thought of my doctors as my friends.
Heading into White Coat, I'm just, first of all, super proud of us. I just think that it's a testament to our hard work and our strength and determination, because not only did we fight through cancer for 2+ years, we went beyond the diagnosis and are now dedicating the rest of our life to being doctors and giving back in the most hands-on way that you pretty much can.
It's nice to be able to walk into a room of 270 people and pick out a familiar face who, because we're not just classmates now, we're survivors together, and I feel fortunate enough to call you my friend, and call you my friend for the next 4 years and hopefully the rest of our lives.